Hey guys, you're back with Leanne, and today I'll be rounding up the action from the knockout games. Starting with the Germany-Nigeria game. Germany went ahead 20 minutes in thanks to Alexander Pop's deft header in the box. The Brits then added a second from the penalty spot after Germany were awarded a penalty through VAR. Schuler ensured Germany's places in the quarterfinals when she added another goal in the second half. Nigeria put their bodies on the line and made it a tough game, but unfortunately it wasn't enough and they'll be heading home. But it's the furthest they've ever got in the competition, so a round of applause to them for that. The Norway-Australia game was a tense end-to-end match that ended 1-1, going all the way to penalties. Norway scored first through Herlovsen, but Australia fought back and in the second half equalised through Elise Kelland-Knight. Caroline Hansen almost won the game for Norway at the end of the game, but her effort just came back off the post and rolled across the goal line. Things got worse for Australia when Kennedy was shown a red card after tussling with Utland. The game eventually went to penalties, with Norway winning 4-1 and ending Australia's World Cup dreams in heartbreak. England put on a composed display in a heated game against Cameroon. The first goal came from an indirect free kick that Toni Duggan rolled to Steph Houghton and she placed expertly in the corner. Ellen White then continued her hot goal-scoring form, adding a second goal just before half-time. VAR played a key role in both of England's goals being allowed, and the Cameroon team were furious. They were only made more angry after half-time when they scored a goal and it was disallowed through VAR because someone was offside. England's place in the quarterfinals was sealed when Toni Duggan's short corner found Alex Greenwood in the box and she swept home into the bottom corner. Cameroon showed great heart, but let their emotions get to them, and ultimately it cost them the game, and it's the end of their World Cup. The game between France and Brazil didn't disappoint, with both teams trying to make it into the quarterfinals. France took the lead in the second half after great work down the right-hand side by Diani. Her inviting ball was met in the box by Gavin. Brazil equalised 10 minutes later with a well-placed effort from Teysa that sailed into the bottom corner. Brazil scored again, but the goal was disallowed as the player was offside, and this sent the game into extra time. Victory was sealed for France when Majri's excellent free kick was met by Amandine Henry in the box, sending France through to the last 8. The defending champions USA continued their World Cup defence against Spain. The game came to life early, with Megan Rapinoe converting from the penalty spot 7 minutes in, but Spain showed that they meant business. Just 2 minutes later, they equalised through Hermoso's strike from outside the box. The rest of the game was tense, but the USA's places in the quarterfinals were sealed 15 minutes from time when Rapinoe converted again from the penalty spot. Spain came up short, but caused the USA problems, and are the first team that have scored against them in a World Cup game since the final in 2015. After a goalless first half, Stina Blackstenius put Sweden 1-0 up against Canada. A comeback looked on 15 minutes later when Canada were awarded a penalty, but Hedvig Lindahl stepped up and made a great save, retaining Sweden's narrow lead. Canada pushed forward and had chances, but just couldn't find the back of the net, and we see them leave the competition. Italy topped their group on goal difference and looked like they continue their hot form in front of goal against China. Giacinti got on the score sheet 15 minutes into the game, putting them 1-0 up. China had some chances, but just couldn't take them as they weren't clinical enough. Galli added a second goal 4 minutes after half-time with a great strike from the outside of the box. This was her third goal of the competition and secured Italy's places in the quarterfinals. The final knockout game between Japan and the Netherlands was very entertaining. Lieke Martens put the Netherlands ahead through a clever flick from a corner, but Japan kept their cool and continued their impressive playing style, which was key in Hasegawa's goal. Miedema almost responded straight away, but her shot was straight at Yamashita. Japan applied real pressure in the second half and almost took the lead through Sugita, but the crossbar came to the Netherlands' rescue. The winning goal came from the penalty spot when Lieke Martens sent the keeper the wrong way right at the end of the 90. This goal sends the Netherlands into the last 8. Catch us next time on the quarterfinals roundup. I'm Leanne.